POCO has just unveiled its newest models, and once again, it's highly likely they will outperform all their competitors and reign as the leaders of their category. Now, we are discussing the POCO X7 and the POCO X7 Pro. Allow me to share with you the specifications first, followed by their pricing details. The POCO X7 actually bears a striking resemblance to the Redmi Note 14 Pro. It features a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a 1.5K resolution. Under direct sunlight, it can achieve a peak brightness of 1200 nits, and when you're viewing HDR content, it can reach an impressive peak brightness of 3000. For this model, it is shielded with Gorilla Glass Victus 2, offering a high resistance level. Additionally, it features IP68, which is rare in smaller devices, making it quite appealing. There are various color options available, with the flagship likely being the traditional black and yellow of this brand. However, undoubtedly the most appealing aspect, aside from its durability, will be the processor, as seen with each new generation. In this case, we are talking about the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Ultra, a processor that for the moment I have not been able to test, so I am still not so sure how powerful or how optimized it may become. But considering that it has been manufactured by TSMC in a 4nm process, we can anticipate that it is going to have a good performance. The storage is UFS 2.2, in this case we will not find so much speed, and in the photographic section we have 50 megapixel main camera, then 8 megapixel ultra wide, and finally 2 megapixel macro camera. As you know, POCO never usually integrates such attractive cameras, usually focus much more on the processor and other things. For selfies, we find 20 megapixels, and the battery is 5110 milliamps for the global market. Curiously, for India, this device will have a higher capacity battery that reaches up to 5500 milliamps. The charging power is 45 watts, something curious because previously it was 67. It will be available in two configurations. The first, 8 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage at a price of 4,699 pesos. Remember that the prices here are not the same as there. But POCO is definitely breaking the market with this, although this price will remain until January 24. After that date, it will go up. The second choice is a model with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage, priced at 5,499 pesos. However, this is definitely exceeding our expectations. It's quite a budget-friendly device considering everything it's offering us. Now, let me share some details about the POCO X7 Pro. This device even comes in a unique Iron Man edition, which will also be available for purchase in Mexico. Let me tell you about its specifications, as its processor is the MediaTek Dimensity 8400 Ultra, so we realize that in this case it is the Redmi Turbo 3, but now renamed for the global market. In this case, in addition to a tremendous processor comparable to the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, we find LPDDR5X RAM memory and UFS storage 4.0 to have an ultra-fluid experience. They also feature While Boost, an optimization developed by Lidl specifically for its devices. This is designed to ensure a much smoother gaming experience, minimizing those annoying constant crashes or anything similar. Lidl, in my opinion, understands its audience very well, which primarily focuses on gaming. The device measures 8.3 millimeters in thickness and weighs 198 grams. Additionally, it boasts an IP68 rating, providing resistance against both water and dust, ensuring we have no concerns in this aspect. By the way, to cool the processor, it features a vapor chamber with a surface area of 5,000 mm square. Its screen measures 667 inches, has a 15K resolution, AMOLED technology, and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Interestingly, the screen is protected with Gorilla Glass 7i. It's unclear if this is a successor to Gorilla Glass Victus 2 or Gorilla Glass 5. The truth is very strange, the nomenclature they have used lately, but that is the level of protection it has on the screen. In the photographic section, we will find the main camera 50 megapixels, accompanied by 8 megapixels ultra-wide camera. As you realize, it has no macro camera or marketing cameras, which is positive. The front camera is 20 megapixels with f2.2 aperture, but it does not have the ability to record video in 4K with the front camera according to the official specifications. So in that sense, it might disappoint a bit. The rear camera can record in 4K at up to 60 frames per second. In this case, it includes a battery with a capacity of 6,000 mAh, supporting charging at 90 watts. In this regard, it could potentially raise the level significantly. However, it would need to be tested in real-life scenarios. As I've mentioned recently, these batteries with supposedly large capacities that are being released lately aren't always performing as expected. But not in my tests. Although again for India there is an edition with larger battery, specifically its capacity will be 6,550 mAh. It is quite curious, this decision to offer a battery capacity for everyone, and for a specific country put a larger battery. There are configurations with 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage. The launch promotion price for the most basic unit in Mexico is 6,199 pesos. Of course, the higher configurations will come with a somewhat higher price. However, the top configuration, which includes 12 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage, only increases by 1,000 pesos. This is roughly around $50 approximately. So honestly, the best recommendation is to choose the top version. Additionally, the special Iron Man version will be officially distributed in Mexico and numerous other regions. Its promotional launch price until January 24th will be 7,699 pesos, and in fact, if you acquire these devices, you will have the opportunity to enter a contest to win an Iron Man collectible figure. To participate, you need to successfully purchase these devices at exactly 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. There are, of course, several terms and conditions that you must be aware of if you wish to join this dynamic event. It sounds quite intriguing. At the very least, it's something we haven't commonly seen in Mexico and likely not in other countries either. So, make sure to check your thoughts on these devices. I find them very appealing for gamers and those seeking top performance. Also, let me know if you've encountered bugs in recent Xiaomi and POCO models with HyperOS, as their bad reputation for this is why many hesitate to buy another model from this brand.